it then. Okay. If I go farther back, then I can't see. Hello. What am I making for lunch? I think I'm making sausage and oatmeal. I think I'm doing my oatmeal that I would normally have in the morning for brunch. Let me get a link pinned. Let me share my stream too. Hello, if anybody's tuning in or watching later. See, fast forward to until you see me again if you're watching this later. Because YouTube does not like me, I don't know, existing. YouTube doesn't like me existing on my channel. Do we have anything? Is it say I'm not? Is it say I'm not? There we go. I gotta remember to talk about the nuSnowWhite too. I gotta remember to talk about that. I have no thumbnail. Can I change out my thumbnail to something? Shish. Oh, you can hear me now. Okay. Do I have a thumbnail I can put on? Hello, Roxanne. Hello. Do I have a thumbnail I can add to this real quick? Let me see what kind of picture I can add. Pictures. I need quick access. I can have a splat. You just put splat as the thumbnail though. Is that advertising for brunch? Is that advertising for? That's my closest thing. Hello. I'm trying to share my stream and change out the thumbnail because it doesn't let you do it until after you're live. So, oh, I got a picture of Zombie Glass. What's a good quick thumbnail? I have no idea. I don't have anything ready-made. That'll be fine. I think I just need to make sure I have a thing in. The best way. So, what are we talking about? SnowWhite. Yeah, screw it. I'm just gonna pin it. Be done with it. I go to zero effort stream. Here, zero effort stream. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Okay, hey. Hello. Morning. Morning. Post. And Twitter, it doesn't like it when you tweet it. And it also hates it when you leave it in your Discord. Sniff, or as I call it, I already saw this effing movie when I was like a little kid, I think. I think I already saw this effing movie. That's SnowWhite to me. Is I already think I saw this effing movie. And then by the time you see the new one, it's like, oh yeah, I already saw this movie. I want my money back. But, I want my money back. Did you hear the song? Somebody had the song while I'm sharing this. Somebody had all the comments set to a metal song. And they're like, I paid nothing for this trailer and I want my money back. Did you see that on the trailer? The SnowWhite. So there was that metal song they did based on the comments. Was that AI or something? So that was funny. So I remember that one from a couple of days ago that I need to talk about if I have energy. So I'm like, okay, what do I have energy to do? Cook a little bit here and there. Maybe. But yeah, SnowWhite was why it's just, it makes me so mad when they sell you a new thing that's literally the same thing you already bought, only a lesser quality of the thing. And that's SnowWhite in a nutshell for me. It's like it's this lesser quality, less engaging, less charming, less endearing. Just like why is this like the more I think about it, the more angry I get that like first of all, I wasn't like a big Disney princess anything anyway. That's kind of my big that's my big admission is that I was never a big Disney princess person anyway, right? I don't think anybody looks at me and thinks that I am. But the thing about a lot of these here, let me make sure my hair's on straight. The thing about a lot of these remakes, all of these remakes, every single one of them, is that somebody squished my sausage. Look at that. Anyway. Oh yeah, this goes into my theory of interdimensional dimensions where other versions of reality also happen. This is like one of those, like, probably what, relativity things and all that crap, where some, like, the fabric of space-time might be like a pair of pantyhose, or or like a package of meat where you can kind of poke through and you can kind of leave a little dent on the meat that's on the other side, but now you're off on your merry way doing whatever, and then the person who bought the meat is like, wait a minute, what happened there? That might be, I think that might be. And then I think sometimes if something is strong enough, you can puncture through reality. And I think that, like, so this is my ghost theory and stuff, that sometimes the dimensions don't line up quite the same. So we're scaring people in the 1800s by poke. I think that might be one of the things that might be happening. And it might not be anything like supernatural or paranormal. It might just be some physics thing that we can't explain, that I'm not smart enough to explain yet. But, you know, that's what I think. So hello. Yeah, so Snow White. What else happened on Snow White? What else? I'm gonna make half of these because then I can just have them to, like, warm up later on, and I can save half of them. And it takes so long to cook with sausage. Why don't I get the pre-made? Is it like the same price, or is this cheaper? I wonder. I don't know. So I think I'm doing sausage and probably apple oatmeal. Probably. I'm going to cook off half of that because so yeah, so Snow White, they're selling you the exact same movie again with like 3 different differences. Okay, with just like 3 or 4 differences. So the first difference is they turned, spoiler, they turned, what's his name, into basically farm boy from Princess Bride. Farm boy, fetch me the pail. No, but he's a robber. So he's a cross between like Wesley and a robber. So they're like trying to go the Robin Hood sort of route too. And it doesn't really work. So, and all that, remember those original dwarves we saw that looked like they were gonna like rob you at the traffic stop and make you get your window washed or something? They're actually robbers and crooks in this. So they made all those original dwarves. Those are actually the robbers in this, and the thieves in the thieves' forest, apparently. The animals are cute, though. They did a good job with the cute little, like, not talking animals, but they, like, emote with their expressions and their blinkies and stuff. So that was okay. I didn't mind that part of it. But I'm like, what else can I say about Snow White? What else can I say about it? It's just, okay, as an adult, who is somebody who was not like super into the Disney stuff. Like, I saw it once as a kid and then promptly went back to trading Garbage Pail Kids and whatever else I was doing. Because why? Snow White was a little corny and whatever as a kid. So now as an adult looking at it, through like the different lens of, okay, so being a bratty kid aside, what lesson was it trying to teach then versus now? Okay, well, the lesson then, was the honest, pure, non-jealous, don't be jealous, all that stuff. So that lesson's still there, the don't be jealous stuff, or you're going to be a bitter old evil, you know what. So that lesson's still there. But they switch up stuff a little bit. They switch up so to where she focuses less on like the grumpy story arc and more on the dopey one, which shouldn't be in the thing. It's basically like they combine a Robin Hood movie and a Snow White movie, which is a terrible thing to do because they're two completely different messages and storytelling things and fantasy and fairy tales. And like people will say, okay, yeah, this is very much supposed to be a 1600s, 1400s Germanic sort of story, and of course the diversity stuff is very noticeable extremely noticeable, especially in the end, especially in the, look at my subjects. I'm like, those would not be your subjects. Those would be the people you conquered and are using as your, you know, unpaid workforce for your real subjects to build your fleet to go and conquer another group of subjects like that. So that as an adult, I'm like, this would be completely different. Oh, the mirror. Okay, so as an adult, it specifically says in this version, she can only ask the mirror one question: who's the fairest of all? Because I'm like, okay, so this magic mirror isn't very useful at all if that's the only question, because you never really think of it as a little kid. Like, I never ever had stopped to think, why didn't she ask the magic mirror the lotto numbers? Why doesn't she ask it for all the crops to be so plentiful that nobody is without? Why did she ask for, you know, just whatever was she just wants to know who's fairest. Why is that so important to her? That's never explained, but it also stops you dead in its tracks and says, okay, what, you know, because as an adult, I'm like, there's other questions I would rather know than who's fairer. You know, because as the queen, it doesn't matter if I'm prettiest or not. I can pay the, you know, I can just have people executed if they don't think I'm pretty or fair. It doesn't matter if I'm fair or not, or pretty, or, you know, however the word fair. Because I was thought, like, in this it means like in a court of law in this version. It doesn't even mean pretty, as in the fairest of beauty, fairest of skin, fairest, delicate in nature, you know. It doesn't even mean that in this version. It seems like it means, it feels like it means in a court of law, like bringing people to be on trial for stealing things. Because that's exactly how she meets, how Snow White meets this boy, the not prince. And it's not, and of course, the Someday My Prince Will Come. People are very like mad about that one, and I can totally get that. You know, like, if you want a formula Disney princess movie where it's a female power fantasy of someday my prince will come and save me, you don't want to be so grounded in reality that you got to do everything yourself. You know, and I think that's where modern day Disney is really, really failing in a lot of this for its core audience. Which I'm not even the core audience for Disney, and I can still kind of dissect it as a grown adult. Like, if I had a kid, would I want them sitting there watching this one? I don't think it's a harmless message, but I think that all of the passion was in the original hand drawn. All of the creative love of the IP, or love of the project was in the original. This just seems like, how can we win against that side, or how can they win against the other side, or instead, you know, and like, how can they still modernize things, as it were. So you watch me when I used to do Yokai Watch Me. Oh, Yokai Watch. I still like that. I haven't done that in a while. But I've been talking about like the Star Wars and the Star Trek, man. The Star Trek stuff. You know me, Star Trek. That's kind of the biggie. All right, do you want this, or do you want more eggs? Okay, so vote in chat. Should I make oatmeal? Vote in chat. Should I make oatmeal, or should I make eggs? Oatmeal or eggs? Because if I do oatmeal, then I can show you my secret oatmeal potion recipe that I've been kind of swearing by while I've been going through chemo and everything. So I've been swearing by this oatmeal potion where I have green tea and ginger and cayenne pepper and all kinds of stuff. So if you want my secret oatmeal recipe, let me know. Or if I should make eggs. Which thing am I making with the sausage? In the end, the queen won because she realized the movie was going to be bombed, so they broke the mirror to escape it. Yeah, well, I mean, so the mirror breaks it and kind of encompasses her. It becomes her, the queen. Oh, Gal Gadot. I love you, Gal Gadot. Stop singing. One note. She's in love with this note. That's a whole, everything. Every song she's got. Don't sing. Don't think this doesn't need. I'm like, is this going to be a movie where they sing everything? Is this going to be like an Evita? Kind of. Almost everything is sung. Almost. There's a lot of narration, and these scenes go on way too long too. So it's like, all right, I already like the biggest problem I have is the stuff that I already have seen in the original Snow White. I've already seen. So I'm like, all right, can we stop whistling while we work? I already know how whistle while we effing work goes. I already know how that song goes. I've heard it once. And that's my problem. If it's not a song I like, songs I like, I don't remember. I need to hear them 700 times. Either eat eggs or oatmeal. Oh, yeah, 1 and 1. Okay, 1 and 1. 1 and 1. Because if I do oatmeal, I am going to cut up an apple, too. So I'm going to have fruit in it. So I do have protein with this. I'm trying to think of what I had for breakfast. Do I need more protein? Maybe. I'm only going to eat like 2 of those, but I made half the pack because it does take a lot of fuss to make. What else in Snow White? Okay, so like everything that's familiar from, you know, when she escapes into the woods, every little scene where her dress is getting with the thorns and stuff, where it's all dark and then the owl comes out and scares her. I'm like, I've seen this movie. I've literally seen this movie. Because they copy, like, is it shot for shot of all that, or it's like an homage of like every beat of in 3 seconds we need this. But I'm like, as somebody who saw Snow White like once or twice as a little kid, I remember that. And that really annoys me. That really annoys me when I'm watching a new thing, because there's enough different to where I'm like, okay, I could kind of almost get on board watching a new movie. However, there's so much that's the same. And like, it's like, if you take a little girl to see this, she's going to get so much more enjoyment out of the original. She's going to get so much more. Like, I really wish studios and theaters would do more of the releasing the originals in the theater, because that's what we had as a kid. Because I remember when I was a little kid, they would release the original, what was it? They had like, didn't they do that with like Cinderella? They probably did that with Snow White. So they would release the originals in the theater every so often. And I think one of the problems that I can complain about with Disney is that scarcity, that artificial scarcity that they did in the 80s kept a lot of us broke Gen X kids liking the Chuck Jones style of animation way more, because it was way less quote unquote corny for us in the 80s. So you're gonna have a lot of that, which I'm like, okay, this is one thing that kind of bothers me with a lot of this. Is everybody like just defending it like the original, like they even remember watching it as a kid. Because like kids didn't watch Snow White as a kid. It was locked away. It was in the vault. We might have seen it once. You had to be a real Disney kid who had all the VHSs, which, you know, were girls. They were little girls, which is fine. I'm just talking about my guys, my boys. I'm talking about my men. It just doesn't quite add up for me. But I can see, like, if you're looking at it for your daughter, or if you're looking at it for, you know, whatever reason like that, then absolutely. I just want to put these on a paper plate. Doesn't want to bother the real one. You need a paper towel. Just coming along with sausage. Live action from the 80s where the queen breaks the mirror. Cracked faster, she aged. See, I don't remember those. I wasn't into the fairy tales. I was not into the fantasy fairy tales that much. I liked the Dark Crystal back then. That was about it. But a lot of the fantasy fairy tales, they almost all had to have something in the 80s that kind of broke the fourth wall about them. Like the Never-Ending Story or the Princess Bride. They all had to have something like that. They all had to have that for me to really, because for me to just suspend my disbelief completely, I have seen way too many episodes of Star Trek to just turn my brain off to things as an adult. And I know I'm not the target demographic of this, for sure. But I think, are the target demographic happy? Absolutely. So you got, I'm going to defend Rachel Zegler singing. She does the Disney voice perfectly. That's exactly what they were looking for. They're looking for somebody who's kind of that voice. more than anything. Who can do the voice and the hand, you know, the hand things, like how she carries the hand. That's what they were looking for, I think. They were looking for a very petite, childlike actress with very big eyes. And they succeeded with her. She sings phenomenally for that Disney style of singing, which nobody but Disney nerds like. You know, I mean, it's not exactly the stuff that's going to be at the Super Bowl. You know, it's not going to be the stuff you're cranking down, going down the street in your. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a car. In your Maserati or something. I don't know what cars are. Is that a car? I don't know cars anymore. So that's what was going on with the Snow White thing. So do you guys like these cooking streams? These little impromptu ones? If you do, donations are very highly appreciated. Please, 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 please. Rent's coming up. Help. Please help. Rent's coming up. I'm actually kind of scared this month. Alright, I'm going to turn this off. That is done. These are as done as they're going to get. I'm going to take this off the heat too. Yeah, these are as done as they're going to. Look at that. Smell. Smell that. Smell. You smell that? These are the mild pork sausages. Sausage. Very mild. And, you know, you can always do turkey if you prefer. I don't, but, you know. If it's just me, I have no reason to change it. If it's somebody else in the house, I would change it. He needed the turkey, I'm just saying. Okay. You hang out back here. There's a lot of grease too, so you know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I could have cook eggs in this sausage, but I think I'm gonna go a little milder. I'm gonna go a little more healthy. I'm gonna go oatmeal. I think I'm gonna go oatmeal. So now you guys are gonna see my secret oatmeal recipe while the sausage cools off. So I'm gonna actually probably sneak it. I'm gonna sneak a link. Where's on camera? Sausage right there. Okay. Is it on camera now? Ah, sausage. And how the movie is bombing right now. Rachel will learn she should never attack the target audience. I don't think it's not her. Okay, first off, it's not her. The guy on Variety, that dude with the glasses and the white hair, that dude is so good at getting actors to spill and slip. That dude, hire him to interview foreign leaders, for crying out loud. That dude from Variety. Anyway, he was the one who was interviewing Leslie Headland when she's like, please, Queen Kathleen Kennedy. Get that dude. Because he's interviewed Kathleen Kennedy and Frank Marshall. He's interviewed everybody. All right, so for oatmeal, I'm going to do a plastic because I'm doing a plastic bowl for oatmeal. Why? Because it always boils over. Also, Walmart oatmeal is not as good as name brand for some reason. Like, this is supposed to be the old-fashioned. Supposed to be the old-fashioned oats. Okay. So, what do? I do a 1/4 cup oatmeal, or oats, a 1/2 cup of water. Okay. 1/2 cup of water. Now, my secret recipe. Out comes the whole spice cabinet. Oh, wait, and there's more. I thought I was joking. This is my secret oatmeal recipe. Oh, wait, and there's more. And an apple. But wait, there's more. I feel like Ron Popeil. But wait, there's more. Actually, not Ron Popeil. Who's the guy who does the announcement for Ron Popeil? This is a good small one. What do I have? I have the Fuji apples today because they are sweet and crisp, apparently. I like those. I like the Honey Crisp. I like the Gala apples. I like a lot of the apples. I'm not a big fan of the Granny Smiths. Because, why? Too bitter. A little too bitter. So these are fun to watch. You guys like these? Definitely share these if you like the streams. So what do I put in? Green tea. I'm going to do a little more than that. Like a teaspoon of green tea powder. First off, it exploded, so I had to put it in a bag. Green tea powder. Okay. Green tea. Check. Where's my apple? Right here. Okay. Green tea. Do you have a cutting board? Yes, I have a cutting board. Ta-da! For the apple. A cutting board. Good. Apple. Can I peel out the stem? No. Really? I can't even get the... Fine. Can't get the stem. Oh, yeah. For the rest of the... This will go in last. For the rest of the oatmeal. All right, what do I put in? Ground cinnamon. About that much. What do I do next? Cardamom. How much? About like that. Seems a little clogged. About like that. Oh, it smells good. That almost smells like soap, but not. Not like lavender, but like... Okay, clove. About like that. A little more. Probably add a little more because I'm doing the whole apple too. Ginger. About that. Honey. How much honey? About like this. What do you mean hair dye? This is a wig because I lost all my hair to cancer. So, Chemo. It was $9. I think it's good for a $9 wig. That's about a tablespoon of honey. And cayenne pepper. About that much. It's going to be spicy. There you go. Do people think the red is SJW still? That's so funny. Okay, so Snow White. Oh, the other thing I don't like about the new Snow White. It's still... Well, it still kind of pushes the marrying somebody she doesn't know in about a minute. Which I don't like. But marrying somebody you don't know in a hot minute. And what else does it push? Oh, he's also a criminal. He's a thief. He's a robber. So I'm like, Snow White, girl. Oh yeah, she doesn't even have Someday My Prince Will Come. It's wishing on a wish now. And I'm like, okay, even I kind of like, the whole point of the Disney anything is it's a female power fantasy. Well, it's a female come save me fantasy. Men want to be the hero and save women, and women want to be saved. That's why He-Man worked. That's why a lot of that, and you know, in a time in like the 80s when you did have the feminism and the She-Ra stuff, like that is an okay message. That, you know, okay, sometimes there's not going to be a guy coming along to save you, and sometimes you're going to look like the hero to him. Okay, so that's an okay-ish message, I suppose. However, we don't need that in everything. We don't need that in everything, do we? I don't think we do. Because that seems to be pretty much every movie is like girl boss, chicks saving themselves. Ain't no man gonna be no Ghostbuster. Wait, ain't no woman gonna be a Ghostbuster. I even got the dumb offensive lines wrong from the movies. From the movies that are offensive, quote unquote. Culture war ripples in the space-time continuum is what they are. For all we know. Apple. Fine. Great apples. Now. So this is my secret applesauce recipe. Not applesauce. Oatmeal recipe. And here's why I stopped having the ability to talk for 30 minutes. Oh my gosh. Now you can tell I'm getting hungry. Okay, stir that up. Oatmeal. With all, oh god, that smells good. All of the seasoning. And I use one of these lid thingies from IKEA. For 2 minutes and then stir it. So that's pretty much my breakfast. That and a couple of pieces of sausage or whatever. So if I make a lot in advance, I don't have to sit here and cook that every morning. Yeah, I know. Chemo does that. You gotta kind of wear fake hair every now and then. Just like everybody on YouTube does. I don't know, that's what happens when you have 6 months of chemo. So, you're welcome. You can have it too. Now, I'm also a witch. Oh gosh. Okay, sausage is really good. This is why I brought it over. Because I knew I was going to eat one before the oatmeal. Okay, so let's run that down again. Oats, an apple, ground ginger, cardamom, clove, cinnamon, cayenne pepper, honey. Might need a little hit of sugar too, for all I know. Maybe. A lot of seasonings. It's basically the entire spice cabinet. And of course, there's no honey. I'm gonna add more honey, actually. I know I need some more. Your cooking hamburger, dual stove stream. I bought hamburger meat. I'm gonna probably freeze half of it. It was cheaper to buy an 8-pack than it was to get 4 of preformed burgers, and then that was pretty much cheaper than getting the ground beef by itself. So if I eat it as burgers, great. If not, I'll make something else. Okay, stirred. 2 more. It's like an apple pie. I'm trying to think of what else. It almost needs like a crunchy cinnamon texture, like if you had some cinnamon tortilla chips or something. It almost needs that, just a little crunch on top. So I'm trying to be all chefy with something stupid like oatmeal. It's the only chefy thing about me. But it's good. It's really good. And then you have just really, really good oatmeal. So that's what I've been eating. That's kind of been one of my superfoods is the oatmeal with the apples and everything. I need to figure out, since I always have frozen fruit on hand, what other frozen fruit combos I want to throw in oatmeal that I can absolutely just make completely amazing with a bunch of seasonings and spices. Because right now I'm on the apple, cinnamon, sugar, apple, all that. Not sugar so much, but cinnamon, apple, spice. Because it's being kind of winter, and that's very much a fall winter thing. But it's getting really warm, so I'm gonna need like a berry sort of, maybe like a creamy berry sort of something. Maybe like a blueberry and Greek yogurt in the oatmeal or something for spring. Something less warm. Now I'm thinking I should have done a salad because now I'm getting really warm. Apple spice and no dark hair. Not on this one. It's a little just too long, that dark one. So, it's a little too long for the dark. For the cooking. For in the kitchen, anyway. This is a lot more comfortable. Okay. Apple cinnamon oatmeal is done. Smell that. It does need a little more honey, for sure. And now it's like 700 degrees. So, there's that. Honey. That sounded awful. It sounded horrendous. I'm adding the water back into that. Okay, and so now that's breakfast. That's lunch, actually. So this is lunch. It's gonna be oatmeal and probably one more sausage link, and then I'm gonna save those for the next 2 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5. Oh, they had an uneven number. Shoot. So that's what it's going. That's what's going on. That's what it's going. I can't even talk. All right. Can I taste this without burning my tongue? Probably not. So I've been having this pretty much almost like every day mostly. I tried pineapple on pizza. Yeah, it's not, it's like, it's one of those things where I don't hate it, but I won't order it. You know? Like, it's like, that's one of those memes where people overreact to pineapple on pizza. It's hot and spicy. I put a lot of cayenne pepper in that. So this has a lot of those superfood things in it, like ginger and cayenne pepper. How do I do like a blueberry version of this? Maybe a blueberry version of this. With Snow White, about can you look at apples and magic mirrors the same? Yes. Who has a magic mirror? Nobody. Well, that was the thing. Like, you never stopped to question, why can't she ask it something more useful? Like, what kingdom is trying to overthrow hers? Why does she care so much about being fair? What a stupid, useless question. Maybe I'm not whimsical enough. I don't know. Maybe I lack whimsy. What do you think? Do I lack the whimsy to really, really, truly, genuinely appreciate? Why did she could only ask the one question? What do you guys think? Do you think that she could like I would have thrown out a mirror that only answers if I'm the fairest of all. Like, I don't need to know that. I'm the queen. It's not relevant. You think it was broken or messing with her? I don't think it was broken or messing with her. I think it was just such a useless question about being fair. Then again, if you kind of look at it as an adult, I mean, you could look at it as, okay, a mirror into another person. Like, you could see yourself as that person reflecting as, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. The moral of the story is still very much, don't be jealous of somebody else. But then you need to combine the Robin Hood stuff. Because he's not a prince, he's just Jonathan. He's just Thief Jonathan. Who she meets because he stole something or whatever. Like, okay. What happened to the eyebrows? I think they fell out too with the rest of the hair. with chemo. Chemo happened to the eyebrows. So if you were just tuning in, see, people got mad at me when I was talking about that while I was cooking the chemo stuff. So I'm like, okay, let me try and do topical. The hair is growing back a little slowly though. It's at the annoying phase where like it wants to grow back, but not. You think the magic mirror is once a person? Oh, maybe. I was gonna be drawn in. Yeah, but why do I need them? I mean, you couldn't see them anyway because of my glasses. You really can't see them, regardless. You think I'm an emo? They think I'm an emo. That's cute. That's cute. That's such a teenage thing. That's such a child thing to say. Then again, I'm a grown woman talking about like Snow White as an adult reviewer, so. I could be a vampire. You think so? If you knew me in 1995, that might be. It might be for all you know. Oh, yeah. Oh, no one knows the difference to what. Yeah, I've been, I did 6 months of chemo, so the hair is gone. That's all. That's all. And I only have about an hour of energy a day. So super chats, please. Please super chat. I will take off my hair at $100 and you can see what's under here. It actually, I look like Susan Powder. Stop the insanity. You remember her? I'm like fat Susan Powder. Stop the insanity. Only I'm not Australian. She was Australian and she spoke with an American accent. Remember her? Did she die? Or is he reverse cross and Satan tattoo? I don't know. On somebody who has tattoos. I get a lot of crap for never having tattoos. For never getting a tattoo in my life. I'm like, I had this conversation in real life. I'm like, I have no idea what I would ever get permanently on my body. Because first off, I would think like, okay, now I gotta wash this off. All right, and it'd be something that like, okay, I can't wash it off. Second, what would I want on my body forever? And okay, so it's like, okay, well, get what you like. Like, I don't know what I like enough to get on my body for the rest of my life. Am I married? Not yet. Oh, man. South Park knows the difference between emos, vampires, and scene. What do you mean scene? Am I married? Yeah, to Trey Parker. I wish. No. For crying out loud. Wouldn't that be a trip? Wouldn't that be a trip? Imagine he'd just ruin everything I tried to do. You could get a skull with a bow and hockey sticks as a tattoo. On who? A hockey player? I don't own a hockey stick. What if I don't like hockey in a year? I don't really like skulls in it. I would never get a skull tattooed on me either. I think that'd be really corny. That'd be really teenager. I'm in a great place to get a tattoo, except financially. Do you know how expensive those things are? I think I'm in a great place except financially. I'm still eating. I was gonna wrap up, but I'm like, I'm still eating. Oh, this is good though. This is really good. That'd be to you. Oh, you don't want to marry. What if I'm a nightmare? What if I'm boring and don't do anything or get tattoos? It's a pirate thing. Yeah, I don't like pirates at all. I don't like pirates at all. I would take one look at that and be like, yeah, that reminds me of a pirate thing, and that would be a no. See, anything anybody would suggest, it would be just a, I don't like that enough to put it on my body. Permanently. So. You're a bachelor. Offers open. Oh, you don't want me. Oh, you don't want me at all. See, it has to be a skull with lots of details. Otherwise, it's just lame. Oh, I would never get a skull. I would never get a skull tattoo. I think the problem is everybody has them now, and like, there's like the gang member looking tattoo guys that I'm just so not into at all. And then it's like you got the metal guys with tattoos, and I'm like, well, I don't have tattoos, so I don't do tattoos. So, is there a hot topic nearby? Probably. Should I get a TX2 shirt? Support my fake son's band. I'm adopting a singer from a band. He's adorable. I'm sure he wouldn't be okay with that. But I feel like I have to. Because he's from where I'm from. Have a great day. Thank you. You have a great day too. I'm just sitting here eating. Until y'all leave. You don't care about love, you want to feel what fun actors. What kind of fun you feel? Like getting a tattoo, for example, would you want that? You would have a skull and wings of the American flag, you would? If so, you can go vampire again and drink Clamato juice. I don't think I would. Did you try to watch Pirates of the Caribbean again? I already watched it. I saw that so long ago. Oh, the movie was so dumb. First off, I can't stand Johnny Depp as an actor, just at all. Yeah, I didn't like that one. I think I saw 2 or 3 of them. It was Pirates of the... Like, I grew up with The Goonies as one of my favorite movies. And I don't like pirates that much. Like, at all. Sorry. Then again, that's just one of those movies that I liked as a kid. So. Yeah, the new one's got chicks in it. The new one's about Margot Robbie. And then Disney keeps saying they're going to bring Johnny Depp back. And I'm like, I'm just not a Johnny Depp fan as an actor. Sorry. That's one way to get me to not watch it if he's in it. And that was before he was married to Amber, whatever her name was. That was before Amber Turd. So I didn't like him before because I found him to be kind of effeminate. Effeminate. Is that the right word? Effeminate. That's the we had a different word for it in the 80s. We had a different word for it in the 80s. Bill and Ted got in trouble for saying. Now. You see all the time actors play kind of movies, love drama. I don't get it. You asked me if you felt I might die soon. You think I'm going to die soon? Oh, I'm not going to die anytime soon. I'm not dying anytime soon. That's my problem. I am way too broke to die. Oh, man. That's my favorite movie. I don't know. I usually just say Lost Boys so people leave me alone. Who has one favorite movie? I mean, what movie can I sit there and watch for the rest of the time? I don't know. Probably anything Mystery Science Theater. Maybe not Red Zone Cuba. I can't watch that one. I can watch a lot of those old ones sometimes. You like Big Fish? My ex-husband liked that movie. I found it to be really boring and tear-jerky. I really don't like tear-jerker movies. Those are like my least favorite type of movies. I think that's why I'm not big in Disney. Like Big Fish is one of those movies where you have to agree with people and say it's good. This has a lot of cayenne pepper in it. It's very spicy. Holy crap. Oh my god. I put way too much. Oh, thank you for the membership. It's gonna be an unpopular opinion. Personally find Spaceballs goodies immensely overrated. Lost. You think so? And Fright Night get you? See, I like Spaceballs enough. I do like Spaceballs. Do I like fish sticks in my mouth? No. I'm not a gay fish. I'm not into fish. Oh, it's not letting me show the message. Alright. Another moderator already handled this for me. Okay, fine. You love it when movies make you cry? I don't. I get really mad about that. Margot Robbie will be in it. I don't care about her. I don't care about her as an actor. I don't really care about actors. I think that's the problem. I don't really care about actors in general. I'm more of a music geek, so I don't know. Space Jam 2. I didn't watch the first Space Jam. I certainly... Did I watch the second one? I think I watched the second one. I might have seen some of it. Did we watch the second one? I don't even remember. I might have. No, I didn't watch the first one. Yeah, movies I didn't watch. Let's see. Space Jam. I didn't see. Most 90s movies I didn't see. That's kind of the thing. It's like I get very tired of the same story over it. Okay, so back to Snow White. It's the same movie I already saw as a kid. For the most part. It's like 90% the same movie. I feel like I want my money back because I already saw this movie. You're just selling me something I already saw. You know? What show is my favorite show of all time? I don't know. Corner Gas is pretty good. I like that one. I think you got hockey. So you can't go wrong with a show that's got hockey in it. Stargate Atlantis is pretty good. Babylon 5 is okay. I don't know, I'm kind of a nerd, so I'm not really big into movies and TV anymore. So let's have a little bit more oatmeal. I think I'm gonna wrap up. Let's have like 2 more bites. Oh my god, it's spicy though. I put way too much cayenne pepper in it. Just have to keep kind of walking away to sniffle. I've still never seen an episode of Friends, nor have I ever wanted to. Like, if somebody were really into Friends, I wouldn't be friends with them. It's like, oh, you like that? Bye. I'm really picky, though. There's lots of episodes of Friends. I'm sure there are, and none of them I'll watch. I mean, there's episodes of South Park I could go rewatch, too. But do I need reminding of that? Who needs reminding of that? Alright, so that is the cayenne pepper. Holy crap, that's hitting. Okay. I put way too much in it this time. I usually put like a quarter of what I put in. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching. I am going to save the rest of the sausage because I can't eat can't eat that. I can't eat oatmeal and sausage, but I can eat like 2 of them. So I ate 2 of them. I'm just going to leave the paper towel in here too. Why not? Why not? Because I'm sure I'll microwave it on the paper towel at some point. What was that? I don't think you're a modern shows person. Not anymore. No, not. It depends on the show. It depends on the show. Most modern entertainment has too much sex and nudity and swearing, so I really don't even want to watch that. And who the crap cares about streaming? Like I don't care about Netflix or any of those. Who wants to keep track of all your streaming services? That's the other thing. Will I marry you for a super chat? Depends on how big the super chat is. Why would you want to marry me? I'm awful. What if I break your heart and give you like blue balls for 30 years? What if I did that? What if I did that to somebody? And like my biggest secret is that I broke the heart of a rock star a long ass time ago. Or somebody very, very important or famous or something. Well, that's my biggest secret. I know, my fat ass. My old fat ass. Remember, I'm older than I look, so. Like I said, birth year on the night of May 20th, 1995. Does anyone want to donate dish detergent for the dishwasher? Those dish liquid, not the dish liquid. Those Cascade, whatever they are called. I never know what they're called. What are they called? Who knows? Who cares? I'm going to keep this here in case I need it right now, because I might go back for another sausage. I haven't decided yet. I'm thinking of it. Oh, for crying out loud. You better get a, how much ring? $5,000 ring? $50,000 ring? Do I think you're up for that? Probably not. Oh, clearly not. Clearly not. Like I said, why would you want to marry me for? I'll just break your heart. I'll either be way too boring, I'll be way too bitchy, I'll be way too... So here's my flaws. Here's why you don't want to marry me. First off, I have health issues. So, cancer. Second off, I am constantly contrary. Third... You're checking my patience. For what? Oh, man. Who's a Reddit person? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you think I think that somebody who randomly comes by in my chat room is not a 13-year-old child, probably. No, I mean, like, like, without a screen name and a verified check mark, I don't believe anybody who says anything, like, will you marry me in my chat is legit. For the record. For the record. Yeah, man. Pure. Grade A honey. Is that like the real honey, or is that like just not corn syrup honey and they're not allowed, or they don't legally tell you anymore? You know what's right. Oh no, like seriously, do people really think that? Like this is the thing, like on Tinder or something, do you really think that if you don't have at least a verified thing that anybody thinks you're a real person? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So I've been down this road before. So should I keep making food? Like I've got more people here hanging out. Should I just keep making some food? What's the next thing I should make? Like I could get started on dinner too. Cause the dinner is already 2. I did such a late brunch. So dinner is probably gonna be curry. Never go on Tinder, it's a nightmare. Oh, it's fun to mess with people. There was one guy one time on there. Because like I've never accepted one single date off of Tinder. I have never ever accepted one single date off of Tinder. I assume it's all fake people, bot people, crypto scammers, and foreign people looking for visas. So this is your average Tinder experience for me. Anyway, you'll get a guy on there who will be quote unquote guy. You'll get a picture that looks like it came out of a catalog or came out of a store ad, like trying to sell you clothing, like a department store clothing ad of a dude. And it's always these professionally shot photos. And then he'll not have any sort of information on his bio or any of that stuff. So I like messing with these because I like one of my things is figuring out patterns of things, especially with like computerized things, trying to figure out the random number generators, trying to figure out how soon the pattern, how quickly, whatever. So I like messing with them. Because if it's a bot, who cares, right? And if it's a real person, I'm wasting their time. So they'll say like, they'll message and they'll be like, what do you do for a living? How long have you done this job? That's a very interesting thing. Where do you live? Do you rent or own? And it just acts like it's such a survey. They always ask like such a survey. Holy, what woman? You've been away 3 months. How much weight have you lost? Probably a lot. Hello, provocateur. How's it going? How's it going? Probably a lot. I don't know. Who think to download what? Oh, I like messing with those. I like messing with bots. And I don't even know if it's bots, but I'm like, but like they always say the same thing. They're always like, I am from insert foreign. It'll be like Germany, Italy, the UK. I have been in this country for 7 years. I have a business downtown. I have a business downtown. I have been here for 7 years. Like this is such a fucking canned response. It's such a canned response. It's so obvious. But yeah. So how much weight am I gonna lose? A lot. If I keep eating the oatmeal, I'll probably keep losing. So that's my typical oatmeal recipe. I should probably wrap up here pretty soon. What time is it? It is almost 2. If I do a game stream, will you guys come back? If I do a game stream, will you guys come back? Because I want to do a game stream in a little bit. But I don't know if I want to do like play some Marvel Rivals or do like an early like a What the Dub again or something. Are we kind of tired of that? I'm not sure. I'm not even sure anymore. What do you guys think? Should we do like a What the Dub or should we do like a something like that? I can't wait for the new nuSnowWhite to have clips into the new What the Dubs. Into What the Dubs. Letting the dubbings. Whatting the dubbings. But I might play some Marvel Rivals because I've been playing that. That actually, it seems to be okay with the side effects that I've been having with the chemo stuff. So I seem to be okay to be able to press a button with my thumb, even though I have less feeling in my thumbs. But you like to watch what? Video games? Marvel Rivals, you like to watch that? Where's everybody? So that's what's been going on with me. So what do you think of my oatmeal recipe? What do you think of the soup? Are you gonna try it? Are you gonna try the super duper secret oatmeal recipe? You do need like $30 worth of seasoning to do that, but you know. Been way too long just hanging out. Mom and dad are ill, even up in PA. Although that's yeah, thanks for taking care of your folks, provocateur. That's really noble. That's a good thing. Yeah, I'm still here fighting through chemo. So I'm trying to do more as if I feel better. And I was expecting just to immediately feel better the second that stopped, and it takes forever to get that stuff out of your system. So I've been trying my best to fight through that. And I think I've been doing okay. So thank you guys so much for putting up with my moods and putting up with my crazy and putting up with me going through grief on the air and putting up with, Clearly the meltdown of complete isolation of 2020. So, hello, red fishing. Bonjour from France. Hello in France. Are you from France? Do you get that all the time? Do you get the coneheads thing? We are from France. I am going to need to wrap up here pretty soon, though. So I really, really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I'm going to turn on the fan overhead. It does get warm. I know, if you can't stand the heat in the kitchen. It decided to get really warm now in March. So now, like today is going to be probably 80 degrees out. So today is going to be like 80. This 69ing me. You're on. But substantial money is lighter than you thought it would be. I know. I appreciate it. I really appreciate that. You guys kept me alive for a lot of years, so I really, really appreciate that. I do still accept super chats and Streamlabs donations. Please, 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 anybody who can afford to, because rent's coming up very, very soon. And so when you apply for disability, they say it's going to be 260 some days before you hear back. I don't have that kind of cash on hand to survive 200 some days. So YouTube it is. So hopefully I could do some YouTubey things. So that's why I'm here. This dude's high in chat apparently. How am I today? I'm decent. I'm getting there. I'm decent. I think we have a hockey game today, so I'm going to be rooting for my team and trying to keep up with the score. If I can't figure out a way to get down there to see the thing. I don't think they had practice this morning. If they did, I certainly didn't see anything about it. Yesterday, their morning skate was at like 9:30 in the morning. I'm not getting up that early. I'm not getting up. That's a Twitch shell. I haven't had the energy to do anything. That's kind of the problem with. Holy shit! Thank you so much. I miss you. Thank you so much, Provocateur. I miss you too. I miss you guys. I miss all of you guys. This has been okay. So like Seer Stick said, I miss not being able to get on and stream because remember I was doing 3 videos a day and 3 live streams a day. Even if it wasn't on my channel, I still would do a live stream on my channel, go over and hang out with people on theirs, and it just got way too much. I was getting sick and I didn't know it, and personal life crap and people not being honest with me and all that stuff. But I miss not being able to live stream for hours and hours and hours on end. Because like you see me now, I'm like, well, I'm done cooking, but I don't wanna hang up. I don't wanna get off the stream. Thank you, I appreciate it. I gotta heart that. Thank you so much. I really, really, really appreciate it. That's the thing. I can earn like 10 times the amount I'm earning and still qualify for assistance. Apparently, or at least some of it. Mobile entertainment. Well, I'm on the phone streaming. It did it. Let me see. I can go over to it. It does pop up, but I have to do it on my streaming software and show you my streaming software. I could probably do that. Do you want me to carry it over? Tell me if you want me to carry it over to my computer because I heard it. I can actually turn it up louder. We can hear it from here. I can hear it from here. I heard it before I saw it. The kitchen streams. They want you to use the upsy downsy thing on the phone. So that's why the angle's all ups and downs and whatever. Yes, log in with YouTube. Log in with my channel. Continue. You already have. I can turn it up. Here we go. Let me turn it up. It doesn't even. Oh, it doesn't even show it. Are you kidding me? Yes, it does. 69, dudes! Well, it pops up audio-wise. Okay, now did you hear? As I blew the complete audio out. My new speakers. The audio. AI mech, I could continue streaming. I could do an AI character. I could do an AI. But it wouldn't respond how I respond because I still respond randomly. I still have the weird random responses. So the scary and technological. Oh, all the AI is terrifying. The AI, like if I had one of those cyber cars. Oh, so did you hear somebody donated 10 cyber trucks to Las Vegas Metro Police, and they can't use them because they make poor police vehicles because, well, first off, you can't see out of them. They're just not designed for that. Anyway, if I had one of those, I could do DoorDash with cancer and have the car drive for me, so I don't have to. Because I can't all the time. So that's what I was thinking. Like, somebody donated 10 of them, and I'm like, okay, well, it's either somebody trolling with FU money, or it's somebody like Elon himself who just wants to, make sure that everybody has Cybertrucks. And I'm like, you could donate me one. Then again, somebody would probably vandalize the thing in Vegas. Like getting one. Only if it's donated. Who can afford it? Nobody. Only if it's donated. See, that would be the thing. And then I could do DoorDash, and then I wouldn't be doing live streams. I would probably do live streams and DoorDash at the same time then. Because then, as long as somebody else could drive, and I could have, like, the phone would probably get too hot. The phone would probably overheat and explode in the summer. That's what I would think. That's what I would assume. Then again, and then they're also electric, though. That's the big problem, is they're electric. That would really bother me, having to sit there for 20 minutes and charge the thing. Like, what if I only have 2 minutes before a doctor's appointment? What if I forget to, and I'm like, I'm going to be late for an appointment? That's like the worst for me, is having to readjust my schedule for having to stop and do something. I don't like that. It's not like the worst, but it's just like, it would be really inconvenient. It would be extremely inconvenient. And people are vandalizing the things. So I'm like, all right, so that's off the table. Unless somebody donates it. But yeah, I mean, a free one wouldn't be ugly. A free thing is not ugly. So I would worry that somebody would vandalize it. I would really worry somebody would vandalize it. Friend of yours wants one. They look weird to you. They're different. I see them tooling around town every now and then. I see a few of them. If you being late and saving the planet, so be it. Yeah, but I don't like being late to things. I don't like it's disrespectful. The planet will be here. You're trying to save the people, not the planet anyway. You're trying to save the people, because the planet's always going to be here. It will just be an uninhabitable pile of rock. So I would try and save the people. But no, I wouldn't. Having to charge up an electric vehicle would be extremely inconvenient, wouldn't it? I think it would be extraordinarily. But then again, I don't like any electric cars. I don't think they're, I don't know. I don't think they're very practical. Are they? They just don't seem like they are. All right. I am starting to stutter and stammer. That means my energy is going down as I digest food. So that was a pretty reasonably healthy. On a scale of healthy, the sausage was the worst, but it is also protein. So, and you do need some of the meat fats and stuff anyway, apparently. Oatmeal, very good choice. Apple, very, very good choice. I don't do Red Bull. I don't know what Four Loko is. Is that booze? I don't even know what that is. I would never drink something. Well, see, I would never drink beer. That's the other thing. I never drink beer. I won't. I hope you're kidding. Yeah, because I won't drink Red Bull either. I won't drink energy drinks. What did I get? I got these things because they advertise them on hockey all the time. So I'm like, all right, you guys can pay for that for me. They're approved. So I'm trying that one. What do these taste like? It's different. So it's a coconut water. Okay. Here's what's in it. Wow. It's a coconut water. Natural flavors and sweeteners. Coconut water, electrolytes, potassium stuff, antioxidants, B vitamins, and 0 sugar. So that's what that is. It is a super drink. It's an electrolyte super drink. I got a berry one too, a berry dragon fruit one. I'm thinking about like adding them to a smoothie as instead of water. That might be good actually. If Red Bull sponsored me, I would politely decline. Because I don't think they would. I mean, I don't have any. That's the problem with sponsorships, is that nobody's going to sponsor me in any way that's going to make me want to support their product. It'll always be like, oh, well, you get a free sandwich or something at fast food place that you don't like. Or, you know, promote product that you won't use. So, patent money and that. I don't like energy drinks though. I don't think they would sponsor somebody who doesn't drink it. And I wouldn't be able to lie to them unless it was like a really, you know, Oscar-worthy amount of money. And they would never donate that to me. I mean, I've got 37 people watching, so thank you, I appreciate it. In terms of Red Bull numbers or whatever, or they would probably want somebody who has more than that. Has more than that. No, especially not those stupid phone app games. I'm certainly not going to simp for a phone app game. I'm not going to simp for a phone app game or a, what's the other one? Energy drinks. I don't like those. I don't want to simp for those. So, and they wouldn't pay me anyway. I don't think they would pay me anyway. They'd have to pay me up front. How do they pay you? Do they pay you up front or based on clicks? Yeah, a Mr. Beast type could sell it better. I'm not a salesperson. I'm the anti-sales. I'm the person talking you out of buying the thing. I'm like, oh, you don't need that. Why do you need that? Why do you need that? I'm the person telling you not to buy the thing. Because I would love somebody like that in my life instead of these assholes who are like, buy the guitar, buy the thing, buy the He-Man shit. Like, no, I don't need this shit. Why do I need this shit? I need people who are less enablers and more, yeah, you're right, you don't need it. But... well, the VPN thing, they haven't paid me, so they don't pay me anything. I don't think I would though. I don't think I would. Like, why would I? This is vitamin C. The VPN crap. I don't get enough views for that. Or they're going and talking to somebody who's not me. Like I said, I'm not a salesperson. I'm really bad at selling things. Like, I could sell something I'd use. I'll sell you a 420 product. I'll sell you some protein drinks or something if I like them. You know, I need to sell something that I use. It'd have to be something that I use, not something that I think my viewers would use. So it'd have to be something I use. And it'd have to be something like, here, promote this specific drink and you just get a lifetime supply of it. You know, it'd have to be like a good deal. It'd have to be like a good thing, because these companies don't even want to pay anybody to promote their shit. That's the other thing. You got to pay me to promote your shit. They have the nerve to charge you for television when they're sitting there advertising at you that they got paid for. They're charging you money to get advertised to. Think about that. They charge you money to get advertised to. I don't like that at all. Television should be free. Streaming services should be free. Like I said, I don't like a lot of the modern day. Here, I'm on a rant now. Holy crap, holy crap. Thank you so much. Sending positive vibes and energy. We'll get the replay if it stays up. It's been a long morning. Yeah, it's definitely going to stay up. Thank you so much. It'll either be unlisted or members only or just live, because I've been just blabbing now. I'm on a rant now. I'm on a rant about corporatism now. You want tea? You want iced tea? I have iced tea. And my lipstick on my cup. I don't even have glass cups. Thank you, I appreciate it, Barbie Fury. Holy crap. Yeah, what was I ranting about? Sponsorships. Oh god, corporate sponsorships. Well, they don't come to me anyway. It's like just you guys effing with me. And no, I really wouldn't accept one anyway. Because I like having the joke. Like, if I can make a joke of your product, then maybe. If I can do a joke commercial, if I can do a fake commercial. I would want Trey Parker to be my permanent voiceover guy. I don't think you ever would, though. Because he's too rich and famous for that shit. And I don't know who the fuck I am. So. The point is, the corporate. I was on a corporate sponsorship rant for a second. Holy crap! No, they don't sponsor. They don't sponsor people who have that kind of anti-corporatism message. That's kind of my thing. Like mine. Like in Las Vegas, when I moved back to Vegas, one of the things I was wanting to do would be try things and eat places and film it for YouTube until I realized, wait a minute, it's way more expensive than it has any right to be. Second, I would never spend enough money on said products to be able to write off on taxes anyway if I did that. Third, the casinos and restaurants don't actually give you a free sample. They want you to do on your own dime for years and years and years until they may hire you to be their corporate sponsor person, or they might give you a free hotel room or something. So it's not even worth it to be an influencer unless you really, really, really love that brand you're going to be sucking up to. And that's what you'll notice on YouTube, too. You'll have specialty like only Kathleen Kennedy Ruber channels, or only, I'm trying to think of what, only Salt Shaker channels. I don't know. This is the first thing that, I'm not trying to like name specific people. I'm just trying to go off the top of my head with people that, you do see that there very specifically. And a lot of like the Costco guys, that influencer, that family, like they do clear Costco brand rep work, right? There was another woman I was watching who had the same blender as me, and I was basically looking up videos on like what I can make on that blender, and it just turned into, oh, you're just trying for a corporate brand deal. It's just a woman trying for a corporate brand sponsorship of that blender. And I'm like, you're just using all your own stuff, though. So YouTube turned into like auditions for corporate sponsorships. I'm like, hire me to be in a national commercial. I don't want to do this. I'm not going to represent your brand on YouTube. You hire me to be in a national commercial where I get royalties and a paycheck for it. I deserve that at this point in my life. So agents, actual agents, get in my DMs. That's what I deserve at this point in my life. I've fought through breast cancer. I've fought through being canceled by both sides of the internet. I've fought through mounds of trollish teenager Call of Duty screechers who are basically the equivalent of screaming the N-word over the microphone in my chat for years. I deserve to be in commercials at the very least. What do you think? Let's get Mecca in some commercials. Let's get Mecca in some actual commercials at this point. On national television, broadcast, on the hockey games. That's what I deserve. That's what I want. That's my next goal. So, no, I will not sponsor any product on my YouTube channel that you will not hire me for a national commercial. That's my condition. That's my condition. That's my condition. I need to get some steps in now that I've eaten. Okay, now I got like too much energy. Now I've eaten and I have too much energy. What time is it? It's 2:09. Okay. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really, really, really appreciate it. Now I'm going to wrap up. I have too much energy and I'm going to go like run off energy, I think, at this point. I will see you on the next video, live stream, or wherever. I'm going to leave this up for a while because I was talking about Snow White for the first chunk of it before I got into anti-corporatism. Bye!